Hi, and welcome to Love Doing Yoga on this Wednesday evening. Hope you're having a lovely week. Nice practice for us this evening with a grasshopper pose challenge at the end. So hopefully you'll be up for that. As always, throughout the practice, listen to your body and only do what feels right for you today. And let's start our practice today in a seated position, closing your eyes. Turning inward, slowing down, letting go of your day and everything that's going on in your world. Just bringing yourself to this practice. Becoming aware of yourself sitting on your mat. Aware of your position on the mat, aware of your spine lengthening through it, sitting up tall, having those ears over shoulders, shoulders over hips, equal weight on both seat bones. And then focusing on your breath. Inhaling through your nose, into your belly, allowing it to expand, pause, and then exhaling through your nose. Taking 2 more breaths here like this. And then when you're ready, gently opening your eyes and bringing yourself into tabletop position on your mat. We're going to warm up with a sun salute, but let's just start off doing a nice, slowly making our way into downward dog. So pushing those hips back to the heels and making your way up as you slowly pedal those legs. Just encouraging those muscles to stretch and open out. Pushing those hips back towards the back of the mat and coming to stillness. Taking a breath here. And then walking those feet up to meet the hands, bending the knees, coming all the way up to stand at the top of your mat. Checking in that your feet are hip width apart, pointing straight forward. Equal weight on both feet, and that weight evenly distributed across the feet from front to back. Ears over shoulders, shoulders over hips, standing up nice and tall. Raising the arms up over the head, making sure they run up past your ears, palms together, and then raise the gaze. And sweeping those arms out to the side as we fold forward. Bend your knees as much as you need to, being quite easy on yourself as we just warm up. And then lengthening the spine or halfway lift. And forward fold again. And let's step our right leg back to come into a low lunge here. Again, arms running past the ears. And framing that foot as we step back into our plank. Taking 2 breaths here. keeping that softness in the elbows. And then coming down on your knees and feet, chest and then belly, and drawing up the forehead and chest away from the mat, pushing on up through your tabletop into your downward dog. Taking 3 breaths here. Then raising that right leg up behind you and stepping it through for your low lunge. And stepping up into your forward fold. And bending the knees as you come all the way up. Palms together, raise the gaze. Sweeping the arms out to the side, forward fold, getting a little deeper now. And halfway lift. Forward fold again. Let's step that left leg back for our low lunge. And then through to your plank for 2 breaths. Engaging that core, remember, from the pelvic floor. And coming down, knees and feet, chest and belly, and drawing up into your back bend, keeping that gaze down so you keep the neck long, and then push on up through your downward dog. Then let's raise that left leg up and step it through. Low lunge. And coming into your forward fold. Bending the knees, coming all the way up. Bringing those hands down into prayer. Let's now bend the knees, push the hips back, come down to as low as you can, maybe even halfway down, so that your knees are behind your toes and your thighs are almost parallel with the mat, clasping your hands together, pushing them away. One more breath here. And then let the hands come down onto the mat as you turn your toes outwards and make your way down into your squat. Pressing those elbows against the knees and knees against the elbows. Lengthening through the spine, keeping that space that you found at the start of your practice. And then bringing those hands down onto the mat. Let's step that right leg back and turn the left foot to the front as you come up into a low lunge. Lengthen through the spine again. And then let's come down onto the mat. Heel toe that foot out to the edge of the mat and letting the knee, just encouraging it outwards as you turn your gaze towards the back of the mat. Getting a nice twist in here. One more breath. And then coming back to the center, let's draw that left leg back and step the right leg up to come into your low lunge. Remembering with each exhale, drawing up the pelvic floor, belly button in and up as you engage the core. And then heel toeing that foot out to the edge of the mat. Let the left hand come down as you press that right knee away with the right hand and look towards the back of your mat. And coming back to center, let's once more step it up into your squat. Lengthening through the spine again. One more breath here. And then let's lower ourselves down onto the mat to sit in our staff pose. So sitting up tall, equal weight on both seat bones, toes pointing upwards to the ceiling. Let those hands come either side of the hips. One more breath here. And then with this right leg, just bend it in. So the right foot is up against the left thigh, or if you want, you can let it come on under the left thigh if you prefer. And then let's reach forward with the right hand to the left foot and just take that little twist here. Keeping that spine nice and long, so just be careful that you're not rounding in order to reach the foot. If your legs are a bit longer, I've got nice short legs, so it's kind of, I don't normally call them nice short legs because I don't like having short legs, but in the instance of when you're trying to touch your toes, short legs help. If you can't reach, that's okay. Just let it come to your shin. So working with your body, keeping that length in the spine. And then as you come back, draw this left leg up, and you might even want to step it across that right thigh if you can. And bring that right elbow onto the outside of the left leg. So you're kind of tied up in a little bit of a knot. And let's take that twist a little deeper. One more breath here. And then unraveling, letting both legs come out in front of you as you fold forward here. One more breath. And And then making your way back up to sit. Let's now bend this left knee. So again, having the left foot either against the right thigh or underneath the right thigh as you reach forward with your left hand and take that little twist. One more breath here. And then let's take this right leg, and again, if you can step it across your left leg, do. If you can't, that's okay, you can have it here. So just work with your body, and then using that left arm against the right leg, taking that twist. And unraveling, let those legs come back out in front of you as you once more sit up nice and tall, lengthening through the spine. One more breath. And then let's draw this left foot again up to the right thigh. This time take that left hand and draw it behind your back as you reach forward towards your right leg. Having a little bit of a twist and the stretch. And then just rotating around so your body is now back straight as we fold forward here. Feeling that extra stretch along the outside of the left leg as you fold forward. One more breath. And then making your way back up to sit up tall. Let's just take that to the other side. So right foot against the left leg, reaching forward with that left hand to the left toe and bringing the right hand behind your back. One more breath. Rotating the body around to the front once more as you fold forward over this extended leg. And rising back up to sit once more with both legs extended, and we'll fold forward again over these legs. Coming back up to upright, let's rotate the upper body towards the left, letting the hands come down onto the mat and just lowering the body, letting a little bit of your upper body weight come onto your hands. One more breath here. And let's take that to the other side. So coming back to upright and taking the turn towards the right. And let's come back to upright, sitting with the shoulders over the hips. And taking the right leg, let's cross it over the left leg. So we've got our right knee over our left knee, sitting up nice and tall, getting the body used to that position, engaging the core. And then let's get the right foot onto the mat and bringing your hands either side of the foot, or you might prefer to, I think it's easier to have it either side of the foot. We're going to lift up our hips, and you might find it easier if you've got a block to start on the block. So what we're going to do is we're going to just lift up our hips off the mat. And then if you want to be really adventurous, you can reach towards the extended leg for your grasshopper. One more breath here if you can. And then lowering yourself down. Really well done if you manage to do it. It's just a matter of getting your distribution of your weight correct. So it's one of those poses that it's easy when you know how. So just experiment with it if you found it tricky, because you'll come to a point where actually it's quite easy to lift up. Because it's really just how you're distributing your weight. So it means that you've got to really start to understand your body a little bit better. So let's try that on the other side. Let me swing around here. So we're going to cross the left leg now over the right. Again, sitting up tall, taking a breath here just as your body gets used to the position of this left leg. And then placing the left foot onto the mat. Let's adjust the body. Again, playing around with where works for you, for your hand to be. And then lifting the hip up off the mat. And if you like, extending towards the extended leg. I'm going to just move this hand inward a little. Good, one more breath here. And lowering yourself down, and give yourself a big clap if you manage to do that even for a second. Well done. As I say, it's really just a matter of figuring out what way works best for you to distribute your weight so that you're able to lift your hips up. So from here, let's bend the knees and lower down onto the mat. Just allowing the shoulder blades to come flat on the mat. And then hugging those knees into the chest, gently sway from side to side. And when you're ready, coming to stillness. And let the feet come down onto the mat. Straightening out the legs, let the feet flop out to the side and the palms facing upwards by your sides.
as you give your body now a little time to rest and recover. Letting go your feet and your legs. Letting go your glutes and pelvis. Letting go the whole back of your body and shoulder blades. The front of your body, chest and shoulders. Letting go your arms and your hands. Your head, face, jaw and chin. The whole of your body, just let it go. And take a little time for gratitude for whatever you're feeling particularly grateful for today. And then let your attention go to your breath. As you inhale through your nose into your belly, pause, and then exhale. And spend a few minutes here just focusing on your breath.